My name's Rick Lupi. I'm an architect. We're sitting in the hay and grain loft of the carriage barn at Westmoreland Farm, which was the summer retreat designed by James Gamble Rogers in 1902 for the A.B. Dick family. And together with my wife, Lynn Beyer, we have reassembled the working components of the A.B. Dick farm, which includes the carriage barn and the caretaker's cottage, the coachman's cottage, and the potting shed. And those four structures now make up what we refer to as the studio at Westmoreland Farms, which is our architectural and interior design practice, housed here and serving throughout the United States projects of high-end luxury residential and boutique hospitality. Both Lynn and I have had very successful practices, and for about 40 years of our professional lives, we lived and worked out of Phoenix, Arizona. Lynn being from Milwaukee, we've often talked about the beauty of the Midwest and always had an interest in finding ourselves in the Midwest. Before I knew it, I found myself in Lake Forest, and I was seeing homes by David Adler and all these famous American architects, including Frank Lloyd Wright, and I was just blown away that I really didn't know the existence of this community and its architectural heritage. I came across this property and I loved it as soon as I saw it, and on December 1st of 2021 we closed on the property, and then we went through 2 full years of significant restoration and renovation work on all of the 4 structures on the property. The caretaker's house is our primary residence, 3,000 square feet. The potting shed has been converted into a beautiful guest cottage, and the carriage barn is on the first floor, a 6-car garage and 6 paddocks, so anytime we get some carriage horses, we got a place to put them. And then on top, 4,000 square foot studio for both Lynn's interior design practice and my architectural practice. The A.B. Dick family, one of their business enterprises was lumber, and as a designer, as an architect, as a builder, I've never seen more beautiful lumber in my life than's in this barn. So we didn't want to cover it up. We wanted to be able to see it. The only real changes we made, we put in some skylights on the north side of the barn for natural light, which is very important in our work for color matching and textures and things like that. And we put a small kitchenette in so we could have coffee and donuts in the morning. Otherwise, the barn is pretty much the space it was, but tremendously cleaned up compared to what it was when we got it. Lynn and I knew each other professionally before we became close friends and then eventually a husband and wife. And we had some occasion to work together. And when we did, we enjoyed it. And the work was very good. We really were able to bring the best out of each other and combine our talents and actually do more than we could by ourselves. So we were very interested in continuing that effort when we moved up here and finding a way that we could do that under a single umbrella, now known as the studio at Westmoreland Farm. And it allows our clients to have a single source of responsibility for the 2 parts of designing or renovating a home that are probably the most mysterious to people, and that is the creative part. So there's a synergism, a symbiotic relationship that then develops between both the structure and the building of the house, along with the design of the spaces and the design of the construction that is necessary to have a wonderful, luxurious home. One of the things that we love about our practice is that we are actually doing it for the owner-user. When you're doing a home, a residence, you get to really know your client, and your client gets to know you. And that relationship, I think, is the most important part for there being a wonderful design outcome and a wonderful built outcome. We like to say our clients' expectations are their realities. So we look at those expectations and we see our job in realizing those expectations for our clients.